So, Devil May Cry, the Netflix series, just so you guys can, so that you, the people that know about Devil May Cry a lot, won't confuse with the original anime, which I really enjoyed the original anime. And if I'm not mistaken, you can even watch for free on YouTube for free, if I'm not mistaken. And man, the Devil May Cry, like the Devil May Cry Netflix series is a tough one, because here's the thing. I wish that this series was about the Devil May Cry 3 Dante. And even though that in theory, technically it is about Devil May Cry 3 Dante, it is not. Okay, I will say this: it is not the Devil May Cry mainline. This is not the mainline series Devil May Cry. Let's just say this: if you are a new guy, if you are a guy that is just getting into the Devil May Cry space and stuff like that, would I think that? Damn, it's because I don't want to make this as a review, but if you are one of the guys that want to get into Devil May Cry and you don't know nothing about it, please man, just play the games, bro. Like, and there's like 5 games, but to be honest, there's just 4 games. Like, let's just talk about this. There's only technically 4 games in the mainline franchise, and there is a reason for that. And there's a reason for that, because we don't talk about Devil May Cry 2. We don't talk about Devil May Cry 2. Damn. So, yeah, we don't talk about Devil May Cry 2. And there's a good reason. This guy is really happy with the bike. We don't talk about Devil May Cry 2. And there is a good reason for that, because, you know, we fans of Devil May Cry, we know how good Devil May Cry 2 is. It's just a masterpiece of another level. But me, as a Devil May Cry fan, I would recommend you to don't even touch Devil May Cry 2 at all, because you know it's just a masterpiece of its own. It's not even part of the series, you know, like or something like that. But you know, you do you. But yeah, it's just 4 games that you need to play: Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry Devil May Cry 3, Devil May Cry 1, Devil May Cry 4, and 5. These are the best ones. So, the Devil May Cry Netflix series is not canon to any of the games. It doesn't pass in. It's like its own thing. And the reason for that is because of Eddie Shakur. I guess I'm pronouncing his name right. He's the director of the Netflix Devil May Cry series. And man, let me be honest with you. I saw an interview with this guy. The way that he talks about his series, like the way that he talks about his series, it's almost like he was the savior of the franchise. Almost like he was gonna come from the sky like a goddamn angel and save everybody from this demon that is Capcom, that is not doing anything with Devil May Cry. Like that. I saw this interview. And I'm like, man, I just don't like the idea that this guy has. Like when it comes to the situation with the franchise and stuff like that, I don't agree with that at all. But I will say this though. I'm gonna give him some credit he knows how to make a fun series. Like, let's just say you're a Devil May Cry fan, you come here and you watch this stuff. And with the knowledge that this is not canon at all, this doesn't make part of the mainline series at all. Like, with that in mind, I enjoyed a lot of Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry. You can enjoy Devil May Cry a lot as a fan and as an outsider. You can enjoy as both a regular viewer and a fan. You can enjoy. Like when people was talking about this series, they were dragging on into the deeps of hell, like it was the worst thing ever. But I don't think so. I think about this series the same way I feel about the DMC Devil May Cry. It's enjoyable, but the fact that it doesn't works or is not canonically the main line of the series or be part or anything like that, it helps the enjoyment, because this is not canon. This is not the main line. This is not the character that you used to know. I mean, at least the version of him that we used to know. So with that in mind, I think you can enjoy Devil May Cry a lot. The series like a lot. You can enjoy smoothly without thinking about this is gonna fuck up the timeline or anything like that. Because for me, Devil May Cry's story as it is already perfect. It makes sense for the game, it makes sense for the gameplay and everything. Now, if this was canon, if Capcom came in and said, "Hey, this is canon, this is part of the game, stories and stuff like that," fuck off. That one, bro. I would make everything. No, I won't make it nothing. I would agree with everybody that was pissing in this series, because that don't make sense. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I talk a lot. Let's watch this season 2 of Devil May Cry trailer. Just cheesy.
You said I was too dangerous for the world. I'm here to help you. What's the catch?
The design of Dante is already better.
This is about your twin brother. I found him.
You learned how to make an entrance. That's new.
I hoped it would be you, little brother.
I don't know about this voice of Virgil. I don't know about this voice of Virgil. I will say this. Man. I would say this. The design of Dante is already way better. Second, this season is gonna have Virgil. So what we need is Virgil being badass all the way through, even when he gets his ass beat by Dante. Third, something that I didn't like from the first for the first season is the remakes of the music of the iconic Devil May Cry music, like pull the Devil Trigger and Bury the Lights. I think that the version that they made for those musics are way worse than the original. Obviously, are way worse. I think it will be better if they just put the original music. It will make 100 times better the scenes. And of course, the 3D. I still didn't finish the Devil May Cry series. I'm halfway through. I'm like episode 5. But one thing is clear. One thing is clear to me. The 3D sucks, bro. If we can have like a animation instead of this 3D bullshit, like, here's the thing. It's not that I don't like 3D animes, because we had one, and it was a movie. It was Dragon Ball Super Hero, and they did 3D phenomenal, at least in my opinion. But this 3D that Devil May Cry is doing sucks ass, and I hope they don't do that again. Because if it is to do like very bad, just like the way they did with a few of the episodes, bro, just don't do it at all. Trust me. But yeah, man, I think I like the Devil. I'm liking the Devil May Cry series, the Netflix one. I'm liking it. And one thing that I will respect a lot, is that this is bringing new people to play Devil May Cry, and it's just the series is making Devil May Cry bigger and bigger, and I can respect that. I like this. I like that the fact that this series is making people actually play the game. Because usually people watch something like this and they never even touch the original stuff. But I like that the people that never had the chance to touch Devil May Cry are actually playing it. And I like that. I like that this series did something good for the franchise. At least, you know. But yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go watch some Silent Hill stuff.